you guys, welcome back, and this is the second video since the last one that says don't overthink it, do it. So what happened from then to now actually is that I had already recorded this second video, and I was about to edit it, but I realized that I couldn't find the video anywhere, and well, things like that happens, and I realized from that one situation is that we always have choices, right? At that point in time, I did feel like defeated in the sense that I spent a time to record that video, but then I can't find it anywhere. So I had choices at that point in time. The first was, maybe this isn't meant for me. This is a sign I should have just given up. I shouldn't have just pushed through, right? But then there's another choice that I could have made, is that, the next time I record a video, I have to make sure that I save it in a folder somewhere so that when I'm moving on to the next stage, which is to do video editing, I can find it. So obviously I chose the second option, okay? And here I am recording this second video again. And of course, with every mistake we make, right? Especially I learned from that one mistake, because I realized that I could have deleted a folder where the video was in, and I didn't check it, so gone. So I learned from it is that we get to improve the second time around, because I specifically remember that the last time I did the second video, I was exceptionally nervous, and boy, now I feel completely different. I feel like I've gained an experience, because now I know I cannot afford to keep making the same mistake, because I don't have that much time to keep recording the same video. So I'm just gonna update you what happened after the first video, right? But before we get there, okay, today's focus or topic is called Get in the Game, Ultimate Success Pro. So we're gonna get down to that in a minute or so, right? So after the last or first video, there's a few things that happened immediately after I recorded the video, 6 times, right? So firstly, I was too excited. I couldn't sleep. I had insomnia. Because I started thinking about many things, like, man, I shouldn't have said the F word, okay? Or like the shit word, right? I still said it. Should I redo the video? Should I just delete and do another video? Or just forget it because my accent and enunciation is so bad? But from that night of that sleepless night, okay, there's a few lessons I learned, because the next day I started to do video editing for that video. I realized that the video had microphone issues. I had to spend quite a fair bit of time trying to fix the sound in the video. So I learned to test the microphone, which I did today, okay, before taking the video. Then that's when I realized that most likely my microphone was not compatible with the phone that I'm having right now. So I'm using what was given right in the package for this phone. Okay, it's an iPhone XS. Although it's a earphone, so you don't see me wearing it, but I'm using it in a very creative way, okay? So test your microphone, okay? That's the first thing I learned. Then the second one I really learned is that I need to attempt to use Evernote to transcribe my audio, okay, as I talk into text. Maybe the next time when I get another device to do that, because right now I'm using my laptop to look at my notes and to record a video at the same time, so there's no way for me to be doing it right now. But the next time if I get another device, I'm able to use that device to actually do my transcription, okay? Why do I want to do that, right? Number one, because I want to use the text, the transcript, right, as my blog post. So then I don't have to spend so much time, less work tidying up my transcript, because I spent almost 2 hours that night after recording the video, typing word for word. And it's just not worth the time. I could have used another 2 hours to record 3 videos, right? Then the next thing, right, third one is there's an incentive to work on my enunciation and accent. I realized my problem after I watched the video is that I have a tendency to slur and mumble. Then I realized my problem. Like today, I'm trying really hard to enunciate because it will help the audience to understand what I'm trying to say better. And it might sound a little bit forced right now, but just bear with me. I'm in a process, of improving myself until I get better. So it's a process, right? So I realized my problem with enunciation and accent because number one, I was really concerned about how I look to others. What do I mean? If you notice, right, I have really ugly shaped teeth. Then it got chipped. So after that time it got chipped, I realized I became very self-conscious about how I look. And that's when I began to the deliberate attempts to cover my flaws, which is keep it this way and you can't really see much. That was my mistaken understanding that that's how it works, right? But obviously not. So then that deliberate attempts to cover my flaws became a habit that doesn't help or empower me, in the sense that it affected my speech and it affected how people would understand me, okay? And it's not productive in that sense. So that's what I realized and learned. And then now we go to the next point. In that video, the last one that I did, there's a jumble of different stuff going on, right? I was talking about the deeper causes, the diamond cutter system, which talks about seeds as well. Then I also started talking about surface causes, which I used the Millionaire Mastermind, the Millionaire Master Plan as an example, which is what I called conventional methods as well. So there's these two things going on, and I didn't really clarify it. So I learned that I need to clarify the point or message for each video. So if I'm going to talk about my journey with deeper causes, then maybe I should just focus on that in one video. So like today's video, I recap what I learned from the last video, and the topic of today's video, like I said, is get in the game, right? But more than just that, I want to talk about get in the game, stay in the game, focus. Like learn from your mistakes, situations that crop up that you didn't expect. So sometimes there's just so much to process, right? That it will just keep crippling you sometimes. Like for instance, that after I couldn't sleep, right? And there's the voice that says, you're not cut out for video. Why don't you just give up? Okay, you're not cut out to do this. You're not cut out to post a video on YouTube. Nobody's gonna watch it anyway. Why don't you just give up? There's so much to process, right? That you know what? I just decided that like I said in my previous video, is I'm documenting my journey. Whether or not right now I have a big following of people watching the video isn't a point, because the only way for me to learn something is to go through the process, go through the journey. And I never know, eventually one day, maybe 1 year later, I don't know, right, that my journey, okay, from point A to point B, okay, maybe that's C, D, E, F, I don't know, but the fact that some people haven't even moved anywhere from point A. So maybe the fact that I moved from point A to milestone point B in a year's time might just be useful and helpful for someone who's thinking of getting started at point A. So I told a voice in my head to just shut up, okay? Get in the game, focus. So which is really what I want to talk about, okay, in today's video is to really just what's the next step, right? Don't get so hung up on where you have just been. Okay, what do I mean by that? Just the other day, I was yesterday actually, there's something that an idea popped into my mind. Okay, what popped into my mind is really simple, is that most of us, right, I was basically walking towards the train station, and it got me thinking that most of us, when we start on a journey, we have this tendency to say, you know what, why don't I start over? I don't know where I am right now, but let's go back to where I started, because that's the easiest way, right? I remember the way back. Because I'm not sure how to get to the train station, for example. I don't know how to get to where I want to go. So let me try, and figure out when I get back to where I am. I try to chart the possible routes, okay, or I try to chart the possible ways, the possible journeys, whatever that is. But then I realized that in real life, if you're really trying to get somewhere, even if you're lost, you won't always just go back to where you started. Sometimes we do that, but most of the time we just like, you know what, let's just find our way. Okay, like it's the same as a success journey. We don't always go back to where we started because there's a lot of time wasted, right? I mean, how much time do you have to keep going back to where you start? If you have to only live this one life, okay, if you have to keep restarting, by the time you try to get to where you are, maybe 10 years has passed. And I feel that is scary for me, okay? So I learned is that, just get in the game, stay in the game, ask. If you don't know where you are, ask people around you for help. That's what we do, right? In real life, when we need directions, we go and ask, right? We go to, we go to somebody and say, excuse me, I'm trying to get to blah, 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 train station. Do you know the way? If the person says, sorry, I don't, right? You don't just, okay, man, give up. You know what? Let's not just go to the train station. Let's just go home. You don't, right? Because you're lost. You would like, okay, it's okay. I'll go to the next person. I'll ask. And then along the way, I try to move to the next. I move in small milestones. And along the way, I ask for more help in that way. And I feel that that's what most of us don't do when it comes to our success journey. We just keep falling back to our comfort zone. And the thing about comfort zone, you hear this all the time, it doesn't get you anywhere. You stay comfortable in it, but you don't really grow. So that's today's focus. So what's the next step? Move. Obviously, it says, I read this quote by Jim Rohn, right? And because I remembered hearing Tony Robbins talk about it. He says, don't mistake movement for achievement. But the thing is, we need to get moving first, right? You need to get moving, then figure out where you are. So I'm going to share, like get in the game, Ultimate Success Pro. So today's video, we're going to talk about Ultimate Success Pro as well. So now I'm in a game. I'm going to stay in a game. I'm going to focus. So what's my next step? I'm going to share it with you right now, okay? There are 5 points, okay? Number 1, I realized that I need to work on my speech, okay? Articulation. I have a problem with that because I really care so much about how people look at me, but it has been disempowering rather than empowering. You see, now my tongue gets so lazy. So what I did, okay, is that I already ordered 2 Paw Patrol phonics box sets for my 2 nephews so that they too can work on their articulation. So I kind of have I create an environment that pushes me to also work on my speech. Of course, if we go back to the diamond cutter system, if I want something, I need to give it to someone else. So my first reaction, right, is that, my response to my problem is I need to help somebody who has the same problem with me. So that's what I did, the first thing, right? But of course, I can't just do that. I need to literally work on my speech and articulation. Then that's when I realized that I actually bought 2 programs on Udemy that works on pronunciation, but I didn't complete them at all. In fact, I bought 2 courses. One, I maybe did 1/5 of the course and I forgot all about it. The other one, I completely forgot about it. So I have work to do right now. I need to work on my speech. So second, right, okay, based on the last video, there's a jumble of things, no focus at all. So my next step is to start focusing, okay, my future content on Ultimate Success Pro, which is the name of this brand that I have, this channel even, okay? So Ultimate Success Pro, I call it USP as well, okay? It's a unique selling point, right? But why Ultimate Success Pro? It's because I'm obsessed with success. I'm obsessed with what really works, okay, to create success for everyone ultimately. And I'm really excited because I actually started working on my website, ultimatesuccesspro.com, and I finally rewrote my about page in a sense. I said this, okay, that I'm just obsessed with success, not just the idea of it, but I want to find out why is it that some people seem to achieve success easier than the rest, and many have tried whatever they could, but still could not achieve the success that they wanted. So my question is, what really works? I'm really curious, okay, because ultimately in Ultimate Success Pro on a macro level, I'm very curious to find out if there is an ultimate way for everyone to become successful. And that ultimate way, I'm here to find out, okay? And as of December 2019, I want to find out if that ultimate means that we can succeed without the expense of someone's failure, without competition. So that's what I'm really interested in, okay? And then that's the ultimate part, right? Then success in Ultimate Success Pro. Success means different things to different people. So what success to me might not mean success to you. So let's explore this whole topic of success, the different understandings and definitions of success. I think that would be interesting, right? Because many of the success books out there, it feels very generic, okay, like an umbrella term. So then we move on to the next one, pro, right? In Ultimate Success Pro. Well, okay, pro means somebody who is really good at something, okay? But I want to focus in USP, Ultimate Success Pro, that while we agree with that pro means somebody who is really good at something, but more specifically, I want to talk about pro as in someone who is really good at creating success ultimately, which is the 2 points that I said earlier. Without the expense of someone's failure and without competition, is it ever possible? So I'm interested also in more than just that. I'm interested to find out the different elements, the different factors, okay, the different pros, not just the cons, right, that makes somebody an Ultimate Success Pro, okay? And I'm really interested in basically problem, process, progress. So like right now, what I did in my video so far is I identified problem, right? Then how do we get into action? Because the only way for you to get into action, okay, not blindly, is to identify a problem, then get into a process, okay? Try to work things out, try to find solutions to your problem, then make progress. So that for me, there are 3 parts, okay? Problem, process, and progress. So, but I also want to get down to the micro level, specifically, okay, personally, I'm interested in the following areas, and I wonder, okay, and I'm also here to find out if these different areas that I'm going to tell you right now would contribute to a person becoming an ultimate success pro. So these few areas, okay, I'm not quite sure. It's not really definite right now, but I want to look into 4 areas, okay? So the first one, I want to look into the idea of a craft, right? Craftsmanship, right? Craftsmanship. Okay, I'm trying. So my process, going through a process right now. Excellence and mastery, okay? So does this contribute to a person becoming an ultimate success pro? Second, right? Focus. The area of focus, deep work, which I'm a fan of Cal Newport, right? His book Deep Work. Okay, I'm interested in this, and I'm also interested in the idea of flow. So, and then the third one would, like I keep repeating myself, is process, growth, and habits, right? How do they contribute to one becoming an ultimate success pro? Last but not least, I'm really interested in this one is our perspective or worldviews. How do they shape or contribute to us becoming an ultimate success pro? So these are the 4 areas that I hope that I want to work on, okay, for ultimate success pro as a whole for the years to come. Okay, I want to find out answers. Basically, you can actually find out more of this inside my website under the page start here. Okay, you can find it on the home page right on the top right corner. So that's it, right? Okay, what I really want to do is what I did, sorry, is that I actually refreshed, as you can see, what's next, right? I refreshed my USP logo. I created a YouTube channel since the last video, right? I updated my Facebook page. If you haven't seen it, find me, okay, on Facebook and give a like, follow me, right? If you're interested in what I'm interested in too. And since the last video as well, I cleaned up the USP website. Okay, I took about half a day to do it. It was painful because we have the tendency to hold back, to hold on, sorry, to our old habits, right? I was like, oh man, I kind of really like the old about page, and I did so much work on it, and I don't want to give up on it. But I told myself, shut up, get in the game, stay in the game, focus, okay, do what I need to do. Then keep it simple, which I did. I basically clean up the whole website, okay? And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a simple edit of this video, and I'm going to post it. And I did the last video and I posted it too. I kind of sat on it for a while because a lot of fears and hesitation, but I just put it out there and leave it be, let the world judge me, right? But I'm very grateful, and I want to thank the support that I've received so far. You know who you are. Thank you. I will keep improving, and I will keep getting better. Hopefully, I will keep striving towards bringing you value. Yeah. So then the last one that I learned is that it's okay to plan before I record a video. But then again, don't overthink, working on the points forms that I have here. Don't overthink it, overdo it, then get stuck, right? Depending on the situation, I can toggle between planned videos and spontaneous ones. It doesn't always have to be, okay, I gotta do a video now. I have no idea what I want to say, but I gotta record it anyway, right? Then I'm just doing it for the sake of doing it, but I'm not really bringing any value to the table. But the key now is for me to try, okay? I need to experiment with it and see what works and then give it a shot. So, like I said, okay, get in the game, stay in the game, focus, like what I learned, okay? So, lessons, right? So the problems that I encountered, right? Then go through the process, my next steps, right? Then make progress. So this is what I'm going to continue doing. I'm really excited about it right now. Document my journey and speak my truth. So I really encourage you guys out there who have been thinking of starting your personal brand, or thinking of building content for your own business, whatever it is. Please get started. Join me on the journey. You're not alone. We can work together somehow, maybe. So until then, okay, with all my next steps so far, okay, more to come. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one. Bye.